These are some of nature's deadliest creatures. They can hijack our bodies, disable our immune systems. They are parasites. Parasites live in or off other living organisms called hosts. And many of the most successful parasites find ways to bypass the immune system so that the host doesn't even know they're there.
For some parasites, hiding away inside a host is a brilliant strategy. They can get all the nourishment they need without being detected by the body's immune system. It's only when these stowaways come out of hiding that the body recognizes them. And that can mean serious trouble for the host.
I was really shocked when I found out that this is something that affects every single living human, in fact every single living organism on the face of the earth. You could be leading a healthy lifestyle, you could be jogging, eating raw food, taking vitamins and all those kind of things, but these guys don't care. These guys are persistent, they're dangerous, they're deadly, they've been around for millions of years, they know what they're doing, and they're inside of all of us, and we're constantly being exposed to it. There's a war going on, and it's going on inside every one of us, and this is something that we all need to take very seriously.
This is not science fiction. This is scary, it's real, and it's serious. Monsters living inside us, they eat our bodies and control our emotions, urges, and thoughts.
As a colon hydrotherapist for approximately 21 years now, you wouldn't believe what I see coming out of people's bodies.
This is not just a third world country thing. Everybody has them. Even normal people with lots of money living in suburbia who take showers 3 times a day. If you eat sushi, you have parasites. 1 square inch of raw sushi meat can contain 10,000 parasite larvae and eggs that begin hatching inside you the minute you eat it. The most common kind is tapeworms, which can grow to 60 feet long and live in your intestines for decades. If you have pets, you are guaranteed to have parasites. It doesn't matter if you're vegetarian, raw foodist, vegan, or macrobiotic. Even the healthiest and richest people on earth have parasites. You can't kill them all, only control them, because our bodies have trillions of cells which rely on helpful bacteria like probiotics to work right. The secret is to keep the bad guys to a minimum. Make our bodies so healthy and clean, the undesirable guests won't want to stick around. Parasites are living alien creatures who live off of others. They eat your food, they poop their waste inside you, making your blood, lymph, and tissues toxic. Common signs of parasites are you're tired a lot, sleeping problems, constant itching, weakness, headaches, lack of appetite, or hungry all the time, especially for sweet foods and carbs. Flu-like symptoms, depression, skin problems, acne, arthritis, joint pains, eczema, dermatitis, sinus problems, breathing and lung problems like pneumonia, then uncontrollable coughing, lumps under the skin, cysts, diarrhea and constipation, sometimes alternating back and forth, mucus in your stool, irritable bowel syndrome, stomach aches, cramps, digestion problems, nausea, overly dry lips, vision and eye problems, gas, bloating. Parasites can burrow into your brain and cause nerve damage and eye problems. They can multiply so much in your gut what you think is fat may in fact be entire nests of parasites. Parasites can even contribute to infertility and childbirth difficulties.
We're all subject to this, like it or not, it's a fact.
Tests done at funeral homes show that 97% of the body fluids in people were totally consumed with parasites and worms. Scientists are just beginning to discover exactly how powerful and disturbing these hidden monsters can be. Our cells are controlled by chemical signals. Parasites emit a chemical that directly affects our behavior, thoughts, decisions, and urges. What can you do about it? Start by doing the right thing. Don't give in to temptation. Clean your environment and your body. Are you willing to do what it takes to free yourself from something that's controlling you from inside? Who's in charge, you or them?
Every disease that I saw in my office over a period of, say, 10 years had a dominant parasite involved. Remember, I was testing everybody for a set of parasites, about 70. I list all the parasites in the book, which ones I was testing for. To my surprise, if you had diabetes, it would be urethema, the pancreatic fluke. Pancreatic fluke. Diabetes is a disease of the pancreas. Pet dander and pet saliva and pet filth gets into everything in the room. I have tested dust from the room of a home where there was a pet, let's say just a cat, much as I love cats, or a dog, and there are ascaris eggs everywhere, and tapeworm eggs everywhere, on the tabletop, on the kitchen counter, on the chairs, anywhere you want to take a dust sample. And why wouldn't there be? Our dander is everywhere, and our germs are everywhere. Why wouldn't theirs be?
I started feeling numbness in my left arm, blurred vision. I'm still smiling for my kids, but now I can't get out of bed.
2 trips to the ER solved nothing.
CAT scan came back normal, no problem.
But her husband George was scared.
She couldn't eat. She could barely walk to the bathroom. So I knew at that point, you know, she was deteriorating really quick.
It all came to a head on the first day of school as their kids aged 9 through 17 headed back to the classroom. Their mom was in an ambulance headed to Barrow Neurological Hospital after an MRI explained those strange symptoms.
It came back. You have a brain tumor. At that exact moment where my heart fell just completely all the way down.
Dr. Nakaji was expecting to find a brain tumor. He showed me the video as he operated on Rosemary's brain, carefully working, knowing this is the most dangerous spot in the human body to work next to, the brainstem.
Here's the lump, and at this point it still looks like a brain tumor, and so we're just opening up into the inside.
And then the unexpected. No tumor, instead a worm. Watch as Dr. Nakaji grabs the worm and gently tugs it out of Rosemary's brain. It's still alive. You don't hear him on the tape, but Nakaji actually chuckles.
Which I'm sure is a very strange response for the people in the operating room, but because I was so pleased to know that it wasn't going to be something terrible.
This worm comes from eating undercooked pork, but more frighteningly, it can be spread by people who have the parasite in their bodies and don't wash their hands well after using the bathroom. That is the problem.
And it only takes one person who is spreading it constantly to get a lot of people exposed, and some of those people are going to go on to develop this problem.
Wow, kaya pala. Bilang na. 5, 10.
Yan na.
Hindi, ano yun, yung mixture yun. Ayan.
Ayan na.
Ayan na. Ayan. Pag yun. Ayan, makinig, malik.
Yan. Isaw ate! Ayun!
Oo.
Ala!
Shit!
Shit! Ang
Tatlo.
3.
Bilangin na. Tatlo.
4. Ay shit, ang laki niya, no?
5.
5. Alang baho!
Parang spaghetti, 8. 8 and a half. 8. 9.
Oh, shoot! Ang sakit na ng ilong ko.
8 and a half. 9. 10 and a half na yan. Lumalaban naman yan. Eh, lumalaban.
Nakadikot. Kung ang ba?
Shit.
Ay, dali. One by one. Hindi bilang talaga.
9.